This mountain is big. We're inside this big park area. Lots of flower fields. There is a homestay a little bit further up the hill that looks very interesting and I'm definitely going to check out. There's a place where you can wear hanfu and swing in the sky on what looks like a zip line. And then they have other entertainment areas as well. So this is a place that is really good for summer, maybe in the early fall days, when the colors start changing and the leaves start turning a different color. It looks beautiful as it is now. I have a nice dramatic sky. The sun is peeping through a little bit. So yeah, it's gonna be good. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, my name is Mikkel Larsen. I am a photographer, videographer, and freelance journalist currently based here in Chongqing, China. I've made my way out to the countryside yet again, up in a beautiful mountain. And the first place I wanted to start shooting today is actually near this big lake that I'm standing next to. You can see it in the frame now already, but if I turn around, you can see it here as well. So pretty. So what I'm gonna try and do is pretty standard stuff actually. I want to try and use the water because it's so still, use it as a mirror to try and photograph these buildings and the trees and stuff that's on the other side here. It's not the easiest thing to do. Usually you need to keep the camera very steady. Thankfully the lens that I'm bringing today actually has a foot on the bottom of it, so I should be able to just put it on the railing here next to where I'm standing and then use that as my quote-unquote stabilizer. So what I'm going to do is the camera is actually stabilized on the railing itself. So what I'm going to do is, to keep the frame steady, the lens is heavier than the camera itself. So when I put it on here just like this, it's held perfectly still. And then what I can do is I can flip my screen out this way so I can see what I'm looking at. And then just try to line up what I want to shoot. I want to try and do a long exposure because still water like this, if you take a photo and use maybe 10-15 seconds to take it or to expose it, the water looks almost completely flat like a mirror. So I'll see if I can get my settings correct for that. One of the ways that my stay in China and in Chongqing that has changed me is when I was a younger teenager or a young man before I moved to China, I wasn't really into nature all that much. I wouldn't find myself craving to go outside and do anything really. I was mostly happy if I could just sit at home and play on my computer. Ducks down here. And that was what I wanted to do. It wasn't until I was in college I bought my first camera, and then I started sort of going outside to explore bits and pieces, different places. And that eventually led to me sort of finding an excuse to go out and photograph something and explore maybe an area I hadn't been to before. I guess photography has given me an appreciation for nature that I didn't have otherwise. So the others made it down here before me. They just brought out the horses. So this is going to be an interesting live stream for sure. So the CGTN live stream is now well underway. They've been riding their horses from up the back here where the zip line is also located, riding it down a little bit and then getting off, and then we'll walk the rest of the way. I won't be following the live stream completely because that's not really why I'm filming this video. This video is for me to look at some of the photographic opportunities. I'll be doing a live stream with Xulin later, as soon as the CGTN live stream is finished. I'm telling you, there are so many staff members putting around flowers and stuff that are updating. They were explaining in the beginning of the live stream that it's to make sure that there's always something to look at for the people who come up here. So they change the flowers out for each season, making sure that there are fresh flowers to look at when you arrive, which is nice. So even if you come here in the middle or in the late fall, there will be something for you to look at, which is great because sometimes when fall comes and all the flowers are gone, there isn't so much to look at. We're going to start the live stream from a little bit further down the road, and otherwise just walk around and see what I can find. So I've made it up along the road, and now I'm up by the homestay, which is located in here behind me. The scenery already looks pretty good, so I am fairly confident I should be able to get some very interesting pictures of this place. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stay here. I'm heading back to Chongqing again as soon as we're done here. We just finished the live stream, Xuelin and I. The CGTV live stream must have ended a little while ago. We haven't seen them for a little bit. That's fine. We will just hang out here by ourselves. It is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so the sun is slowly setting. Not that you can see much. The sky is a little cloudy and overcast today. Not the best photography weather, but things still look good. So I will just try not to waste it. I'm gonna walk up the steps a little bit and see if I can find the first location that I want to shoot from and get some with these plants and trees in the foreground as much as I can. This place has these lovely tea bushes here that I can use to sort of get the building here in the background as well. So yeah, let's get to it. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will put the photos that I've taken throughout in the video as usual. If you like this video and you want me to go and explore other places, leave a like and a comment down below. We always appreciate when people like what we do. I'm gonna start photographing this place to get as much as I can before it gets too dark. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.